Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side with Jones. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
You ain't going nowhere. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On third down, Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will take it out
both
to
of
the
my chance to just stop
25-yard
running
line.
these routes.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold completes it to Aguilar. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep is Trevor Davis. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
This is Homer. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson Airing it out for Olsen. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Caught by Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go to the thing. Everything I ever do is top rank.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't tackle.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he just bounced right out.
Mike 29, you must be dreaming.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Switch. Check 31.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Cook it up. Gourmet. I go super thing.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Better than I was last time.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They'll try and run Jones. He's not going to get there.
You ran right by the guy.
Backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can grab as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Determination, laser focus.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time for the Titans. 73 yards. First down, Titans. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run this with Homer. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Tackles. Hey, watch it. Switch it, lady. Check. Fresno.
On second down, Singletary. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
I got that.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They run here with Singletary. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Singletary again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson to throw again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
54, Mike, 54. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got one.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with Singletary. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 99. Check 99. Check 43.
Why everybody?
Check. Tighten up. Undercrush.
They go right back to Singletary. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I'm your push-up man. I'm your push-up man.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Going on the ground with Homer. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Right there, 54, right there.
Jackson on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here's Jackson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
95 is Mike. Watch 95. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 95 is the Sam. No, check. He's Mike. Got you, boy.
Again, Jackson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again.
That's terrible,
He'll
bro.
go down back at the 26-yard line.
That's terrible.
Robert Kimdichie picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. He's got the first down inside the 10. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Kimdichie able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully. Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. The Titans on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run here with Singletary. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Jackson.
My goodness, man.
Can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All day, every day, any day. 95.
Jackson to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural,
yeah,
but I